Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are well. So, we have already started chapter number 4, accounting ratios, and one ratio we have already discussed, that is liquidity ratio. Today, I am going to start the new ratio, ratio number 2, that is solvency ratio. Now, firstly, see what is the meaning of solvency ratios. Solvency means how early or how soon the company can meet its long term financial formalities, right? Or we can say that obligations. So when the business is in a position to meet its long term financial obligations, then means the company is in a good solvency position if it's meeting all the long term obligations in time. Now how we have to calculate that ratio? That we are having four sub ratios under this head, and the first sub ratio is debt to equity ratio. So let's discuss debt to equity ratio. Debt means internal equities, debt means external equities, and equity is internal equities. Debt, we can say that when we have to pay money to the outsiders, it means that is external equity, means debt. And when we have to pay the money to the persons who are inside the organization, that is called internal equity. So this equity is related to shareholders. Now see how we have to compute this. So it is debt upon equity. Now what is the meaning of debt here? Debt is equals to long term borrowings, means if we have taken long term loans, if we have taken money from the debenture holder, so these are called long term borrowings, right? All the long term borrowings plus long term provisions. So if long term provisions are there, then we have to make, means that the total of that is equals to all the long term borrowings plus long term provisions if any. Okay, and equity means shareholders funds. So equity is equals to the capital that is invested by the shareholders. We can say that share capital, right, plus reserve and surplus. So equity means the money that is invested by the shareholders, that is share capital plus reserve and surplus if any, right? Then what we have to do? We have to find long term borrowings, means long term loans or debentures if given in the question, plus any long term provision. Then make a total of this and put here in place of debt, and then we have to find out shareholders funds. How we have to fund? That the money invested by the shareholders plus if there is any reserve and surplus, right? Then we have to find out the debt to equity ratio. Now the pure ratio is again 2:1. This is the pure ratio, means if our debts are higher than the equity, then we can have an idea that the company is in a good solvency position, right? Okay, so the next ratio is total assets to debt ratio. So how we have to compute this? This is total assets upon debt, means we have to find the combination. We have to relate our total assets to the total debt that we have taken from the outsiders. Now total assets, you all know that total assets means all assets, whether current plus non-current. Current assets means which we have to take, the persons from whom we have to take money within 1 year, and non-current assets mean those assets which are not meant for resale, that which are used for smooth running of business. Here in non-current assets we have to include all the tangible as well as intangible. Tangible means the assets which can be seen or touched. Intangible assets means which cannot be seen or touched but can be felt only, like trademarks, goodwill. So all current as well as non-current assets we have to include under total assets. Now the formula of debt is same. Debt means the long-term provisions and borrowing. Okay. Then we have to add all the assets and we have to put here. Then make total of long-term borrowings plus provisions and write down here. Thus we will be able to find out our ratio, that is total assets to debt ratio. The pure ratio is again 1:1. The pure ratio is also called ideal ratio, means if the assets are equal to debt, it means the company is in a good solvency position. But if the debt is more than the assets, it means the company is not in a sound position, means not in a better position to pay its long term obligations, right? So these are our two ratios, debt to equity and total assets to debt ratio. So next two ratios we will discuss in our next video. So those are proprietary ratio and interest coverage ratio. So please do practice of all the questions which are related to debt to equity and total assets to debt ratio, and please send me your queries. Thank you so much.